I'd like to start off this video with a ha! Ha 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 ha! That was directed towards that guy who I made the video response towards a few weeks ago. You know, the guy who said the NX was fake, and then when I told him it was real, he said I was a moron and I didn't know what I was talking about. Well, who's the moron now? Anyways, the Nintendo NX has been revealed. And unless you've been living under a rock, you would know the official name for the NX now is the Nintendo Switch. So, I know I'm a little late to it. Okay, I know 2 days isn't that late, but I already know everyone already made a video about this. But, you know, everyone wants to, a bunch of people want to hear my opinion on this. And, of course, I've always wanted to give my opinion on this. So, here it is, my opinion on the Nintendo Switch. In my honest opinion, this console will be the console that puts Nintendo back on the map. Holy crap, this trailer was so good. I mean, seriously, I wasn't expecting to actually be hyped for this, okay? When I first heard that the Nintendo Switch was announced, I first heard it on my community. I was actually eating lunch at school, and I was checking notifications, and I couldn't watch the video because the connection to my school was so damn bad. I mean, I wanted to fake, I wanted to fake vomiting or something, just to try to get out of school, and to watch this reveal, but of course I didn't do that. That would be dumb. But anyways, I tried to keep my expectations low, and when I first saw the video, at first I was kind of surprised. I thought it would be a direct or something, like a 40-minute direct, and when I saw it was just a 3-minute video, I was like, oh, okay, whatever, as long as they revealed it. And I watched the thing, and I was actually blown away. Like, I wasn't expecting to actually be excited for this. I was expecting to kind of be disappointed. Well, not exactly disappointed, but I didn't expect it to really just wow me like this. And it did. It really did. I mean, I can't really think of much to complain. Okay, I can't think of one thing to complain about, but I'll save that for last because this is for the most part a positive video, and I'll keep it. I'll try to keep it positive until the end. So, anyways, let's start off with the system. Well, I don't know if you could really call it a system, but you know, the docking place for the actual device. I really like how they showed it off in this. It looks like it's really simple to do, and the way you could slide off the controllers and slide the controllers back in, it looks simple to do. I mean, the guy in the trailer, it looked like he had no trouble taking it off. Well, again, I know it's a trailer, it's supposed to make the system look really good, but the way they showed it off, I think it really looks I think it's really nice, like how simple those controllers come on and come off. I mean, I was kind of worried about that, like one of it was kind of hard to take off and hard to put back on, but no, it looks pretty simple. And the concept, and looks like all the rumors are right. It is a hybrid between a home console and a handheld, and I think this and the way Nintendo showed it off in this trailer, I think they nailed the concept. I mean, now you could take your home console games on the go, and you could play it on your TV, and there's really no change. Okay, I'm sure, maybe the graphics might be a little watered down when you take it on the go, but virtually nothing is really different from what they showed off in this trailer. I mean, I'm sure a bunch of people dreamed of someday having a device where you could play your home console games both at home, of course, and on the go as well, and there really be no change. I mean, you know, up until this point, you know, on-the-go versions of console games are usually watered down. You know, it's not as good. It's usually not as good as the home console version. But now it's the same exact game, just with very little differences, and I think it's amazing. I think this console will actually be a huge hit with people, and people would really be turned on by the Switch. Okay. Oh God, I wasn't trying to intentionally be funny there, trust me. But anyways, I think people will really be turned on by this console because it's a concept that I'm sure a lot of people wanted to see someday, and now it's here. Well, almost here. In March, it's going to be here. Where you can experience a home console game exactly the same on a handheld. No change, no difference. It's not a worse version or anything. It's not watered down. It's the same exact game, and oh my God, I mean, really, I'm just so I don't really have many words. I can't really put my feelings into words because I'm just so happy about this. Really, I think this is probably the happiest I've ever been in a video, honestly. But I'm not joking. I'm just so happy to see this console and to see how well it was done. But I'm not finished here. I'm still gonna go on. They also showed off third-party games, Elder Scrolls, which is a big one, and some NBA game. Well, I don't care about sports games, but it seems like Nintendo's actually embracing third-party now, and that just makes me so ecstatic. It seems like Nintendo is finally learning from their mistakes, and it is so good to see. Like, really, I mean, I was just smiling all the way through this trailer, especially when I saw third-party games. Usually, they just show off Mario, Zelda, and their own games, but now it seems like they're finally embracing third-party, something that is so crucial to a console, and is probably the key reason to buy a console. Well, definitely one of the big reasons, at least. But anyways, also this console uses cartridges instead of discs, and that's also a good thing because, well, it's not the 90s anymore, and cartridges can hold a lot more than discs, and is easier to make a game on a cartridge than a disc. So yeah, this is a great thing for developers because now they can make their games easier, and now I don't see why they wouldn't want to make their games on the Nintendo Switch because, well, like I said, it would be easier now. I mean, everything is just so right with this console. Seriously, I am so happy that Nintendo finally got their act together, hopefully. But judging from this trailer, it seems like they did. I mean, hell, they even used adults instead of kids. And the adults are the parents, and it was just family fun time. No, it's not that. They show adults playing games. They finally acknowledge that that gaming can also be an adult hobby as well. It seems like Nintendo has finally realized that, and it is just so great to see. It seems like Nintendo is actually listening to the real fans and taking criticism instead of listening to those who just nod their head yes at every decision they make. And it is just great. I remember a few years ago, even until recently, I was complaining about Nintendo's family-friendly image and how much they cater to kids, and fanboys have told me that Nintendo's never going to change that. They've always wanted to be family-friendly and appeal to kids. And guess what, fanboys? You lose! Nintendo has listened to me, to people like me. I'm sure, they definitely haven't listened to me myself, but definitely a whole bunch of the people complaining about this and criticizing them, and it seems like they finally took their advice, and again, the stupid fanboys have made themselves look like idiots for defending this and thinking it was just perfect, and when even Nintendo themselves wanted to change that. This is such a great day for Nintendo. Well, a great, 2 days. I don't know when I'll upload this, but Nintendo Switch was revealed a few days ago. I'm not recording this on the same day it was revealed, but this is just amazing. It really is. So, I'll end it off with a complaint, though. Those two little square controllers, I really hope Nintendo's not going to force those controllers on you. I hope that pretty conventional looking controller that actually looks pretty comfortable, although it looks kind of dull, will also be an option, and you could use that for all the games if you wanted, because that controller looks really damn comfortable. I'm not going to lie. I hope Nintendo makes that controller as an option for all the games coming out for the Nintendo Switch. And hopefully not like what they did with the Wii U Pro controller and make it work for some of the games, but not all of them, because that was a really good controller. But, well, Nintendo didn't make not just Nintendo, other developers didn't make it available for some of their games. So hopefully that normal looking controller it can also be used as the main controller, because it won't be a deal breaker for me if it isn't, like most of the games use it, not all of them. It won't be something huge, but it definitely looks like those little square controllers will be a little uncomfortable and a little awkward for me, because, well, I have somewhat big hands. I'm not saying my hands are huge or anything, but, well, it's those controllers look like they'll be really tiny and really awkward for a person with hands like mine. So, yeah. They also showed off Breath of the Wild in the reveal. Well, we already knew that was coming, but they also showed off a new Mario. And, well, I noticed something. Mario was walking into what looked like a village, and what looked like Mexico to a lot of other people in my community. But yeah, but it looked like a village. It looked like a village, regardless. And I'm wondering, is that the hub? Would that be in the hub world for the next Mario game? Because I'd really like to see like a hub world again for a new Mario game with a bunch of characters you can interact with. You know, like 64, Sunshine, and the Galaxy games had. Because I'd like to see that come back. Well, you know, I liked 3D World, but I didn't like the lack of characters aside from, you know, the 4 or 5, you know, after you beat the game and unlock Rosalina. Spoilers. But yeah, there wasn't really any characters outside of that you could interact with or anything. So I'd like to see that come back, you know, like a Mario game with an actual story instead of having to, you know, it's just the generic save the princess story. Well, I don't know, the last Mario game, Peach wasn't the one that was captured, but you get what I mean. The generic save whoever's in danger story. I'd like to see more than that. And if that really is the hub world and it's full of characters you can interact with, oh god, that would be great. So also they showed off Splatoon a little bit. Maybe a Splatoon 2 they're hinting at. I'd like to see that. And hopefully a lot of stuff I suggested in that video will be in the game. Imagine that. But anyways, there's nothing really much more to say. The Nintendo Switch looks really, really good, and I think it'll put Nintendo back on the map and actually make them relevant with the hardcore gamers again. You know, the same people who think Nintendo makes just a bunch of baby games, you know, stupid people like that. So hopefully they'll be relevant again, and imagine a Nintendo console with all their exclusive games and all the third-party must-haves. Imagine all that on one console, and I think we might actually get it this time. Hopefully, I have my fingers crossed, and I have a very good feeling Nintendo might actually hit it out of the park with this console. I'm keeping my fingers crossed, and I have a really good feeling they might actually do it. They might actually have a huge success on their hands. But we shall see. We shall see. Anyways, I'm tired, and I'm exhausted from all this excitement and hype. Anyway, I'm going to go lay down and pass out. That's all I have to say. Bye-bye.